Reporting live from Hypers Club in Atlanta for Hype Plus News, I'm Symphony. Attorney General for Ohio David Yost is scheduled to speak in Cincinnati regarding the online fundraisers for Rodney Hinton, the father who is charged with hitting a police deputy, Larry Henderson, with his car the day after his son was killed in a police shooting. The story would resonate with many around the country as someone would start a GoFundMe that would reach nearly $50,000 in support for Hinton. According to the Inquirer, Yost, as well as an attorney representing the family of Hamilton County Sheriff's Deputy Larry Henderson, the officer who was hit by Hinton, will speak at the press conference where the objective is to denounce online fundraising for the man charged in Henderson's murder.
I think that if you've been accused of killing a cop deliberately, which is what happened here, that's your first order of business. Everything else is secondary. I think that it's a horrible use of the charitable system, and I'm against it. The only reason anybody cares about this is the violent crime that was committed and the way that it is being whipped up by some people into a cause celeb. So no, I think that the accusation of the violent crime is sufficient to say the crowdfunding doesn't go here. But this would be a fairly easy law to write, that crowdfunding is not available if you're a criminal defendant. And it's a bright line rule that would be easily enforceable. Now, you might ask, is that wise? Or should there be exceptions to it? I don't think so. Let me just add that this is two separate cases. So the people are responding to the use of force critical incident involving Ryan Hinton. That is completely different than what we're talking about here today. If Ryan Hinton, who is tragically gone from us at a very early age, if there's a website, if there's a funding page for him to help with his funeral expenses, to help his family, that's a different kind of thing than what we're talking about here today. Why all of us are here is because his father used his motor vehicle as a deadly weapon and killed a man who had nothing to do with this while he was on duty as a law enforcement officer. That's what's not okay. Now let's not conflate these two issues. And you in the media can and should help educate the public that these are not the same case. In spite of the fact that there's a father and son relationship, there's two different sets of actions and two different reasons for raising money. And the latter one is contrary to the public interest.
Now, Henderson was working a traffic detail at a graduation ceremony for the University of Cincinnati when he was killed. Henderson was not involved in the shooting of Hinton's son that occurred prior. In the weeks following Hinton's arrest, police have pressured GoFundMe to remove any fundraiser launched on Hinton's behalf. Now, interestingly enough, according to local Cincinnati news, another platform has allowed a different fundraiser to launch by someone who claims to be Hinton's sister. That same source reports the new platform in question is Give, Send, Go, which still hosts fundraisers in support of Hinton to have raised nearly $50,000. Alex Shipley, spokesperson for Give, Send, Go, will respond to requests to have the fundraiser removed, explaining they have not violated their terms of service. At Give, Send, Go, we believe in the fundamental freedom for individuals to seek help and for others to choose whether they wish to support them. Our platform exists to allow people to turn to their communities for assistance, even in difficult or controversial situations. Now, the Ohio Fraternal Order of Police President Jay McDonald would object the Give, Send, Go statement, saying, "In the most egregious and vile cases, we should not be engaging in raising money for somebody who is facing these serious allegations. Quite frankly, there's no question that he did it. Deputy Henderson wasn't murdered. He was assassinated simply because he wore a uniform." Now, Give, Send, Go is the same platform Shiloh Hendricks would use to raise funds for her family. If you're not familiar, Hendrix is a white woman who unapologetically called a black child the N-word after the black child took an item away from her kid. Hendrix received tons of support, mainly from white conservatives, and her fundraiser now sits over $750,000. Similar to Hinton, Give, Send, Go has stood by Hendrix, also refusing to take down the fundraiser. Hinton and Hendrix are the most recent cases of the masses standing behind a story they connect with. Both fundraisers have drawn a fair share of criticism for the intentions behind them, and race has become a major part, with each side defending their own. So, what do you guys think about Attorney General for Ohio David Yost trying to remove Rodney Hinton's fundraisers? Let us know in the comments below. And stay up to date with the latest news and comedy by subscribing right here to our YouTube channel. Hit the bell and select all so you can receive notifications to all of our content and not just some. Check out Hypers Club for all your cool and original merchandise and content. And for our YouTube viewers, if you appreciated this update, don't forget you can send us a super thanks by hitting the button below, and you can tip us what you want to show your support. Reporting live from Hypers Club in Atlanta, for Hype Plus News, I'm Symphony.